Today, we are talking about the origin of one of the most profound spiritual texts in the world. But trust me, this is way more than just a history lesson. It's really a story about how a moment of total crisis on a battlefield gave birth to some truly timeless wisdom.
At the very heart of this story is one single, really powerful question. What if the greatest hero in the world, at the most critical moment, just said no? What happens when someone flat out rejects their destiny? Well, that's exactly where our story kicks off.
So let's start with this moment of crisis. It's a real pivot point that sets the entire stage for everything that's about to unfold.
Okay, so picture this. We're on the ancient battlefield of Kurukshetra. We're talking over 5,000 years ago. You can just feel the tension in the air. This is huge. More than a kingdom is at stake here. The very idea of what is right, of dharma, is hanging in the balance. You've got two massive armies facing each other, ready for a battle that's going to be absolutely catastrophic. But there's a problem, a huge one. Arjuna, who is celebrated as the greatest archer of his time and pretty much the key to winning this whole thing, is frozen. He just cannot bring himself to fight. And this really gets to the core of his problem. He looks out across the battlefield, and he doesn't see an enemy army. He sees his grandfathers, his teachers, his cousins, his friends. So he declares, "I will not fight." For Arjuna, winning a kingdom that's stained with the blood of his own family, well, that's no victory at all.
But here's the thing. Arjuna's charioteer isn't just some ordinary guy. And in this exact moment of total despair, one of the most profound conversations in human history is about to begin.
Right there, on a chariot, literally in the no man's land between these two armies, Lord Krishna, Arjuna's guide, his friend, and so much more, begins to speak. And this isn't just a pep talk. No, this is the beginning of a divine revelation.
And this dialogue, this is the Srimad Bhagavad-gita. You can think of it as a divine song, a spiritual science, all captured in 700 verses. It was spoken by Krishna to guide Arjuna, and really all of us, from a place of confusion to one of total clarity.
So, what did Krishna actually say that was so powerful it could turn a hero's complete breakdown into absolute resolute action? Okay, let's dive into the core teachings.
Krishna's first point, and it's the big one, is all about the soul. He explains that Arjuna's grief is basically misplaced. Why? Because the body is just temporary. It's like a set of clothes. The soul inside, the real you, is eternal. It can't be cut, it can't be burned, it can't be destroyed. So the death of the body doesn't mean the end of the person.
And this just lays the groundwork for a whole new way of seeing things. The key takeaways are these. The soul is eternal, so there's no real reason to grieve. You have to act, you have to do your duty, but, and this is a big but, without getting attached to the outcome. That's a powerful idea for anyone, right? He also says that true refuge is found in devotion. And then, the climax. Krishna reveals his universal form as time itself, showing that everything happening is part of a giant cosmic plan, way bigger than our little view of things.
This all leads up to the ultimate instruction. After explaining all of this, duty, action, reality, Krishna gives this incredibly powerful command: abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. It's basically an invitation to find complete safety and refuge in the divine.
And the result of this whole amazing teaching? A complete 180. Arjuna, the same warrior who dropped his bow in despair, picks it right back up with total conviction and says, "Karishye vachanam tava," which just means, "I will do as you have said." All his doubt is just gone.
So that day, the day the Gita was spoken, it isn't just some historical footnote. It's a living tradition that's celebrated every single year. Let's take a look at how this incredible moment is honored today.
The celebration is called Gita Jayanti. Jayanti just means birthday. So this is literally the anniversary of the Bhagavad-gita's appearance in the world, and it's observed on the exact calendar day that this divine conversation happened. Pretty cool, right?
At the absolute heart of the celebration is the text itself. All 700 verses, the entire conversation between Krishna and Arjuna are recited. It's a way of almost reliving that moment and just letting all that wisdom wash over you.
So what does observing the day actually look like? Well, besides reciting all the verses, people often fast, which helps purify the mind and make it more open to this wisdom.
They light a ghee lamp, which symbolizes the light of knowledge getting rid of the darkness of our own confusion, just like Krishna did for Arjuna. And they offer prayers, basically asking for this guidance to become a real living thing in their own lives.
And this isn't just some abstract event happening sometime somewhere. The source for this explainer notes that this year, Gita Jayanti is on December 11th, 2025, so it's a specific day marking the anniversary of this divine conversation.
This quote just perfectly captures the whole spirit of the day. It's not just about remembering something that happened a long time ago, it's about creating a fresh opportunity for that divine wisdom to enter our lives right now, through these sacred words.
And so we end right back where we started, with a question. Arjuna's battlefield was, a literal one, with armies and weapons. But we all face our own battles, don't we? Battles of doubt, fear, confusion. So the real question for us to think about is, how can this ancient wisdom, born from a warrior's crisis, help guide us in the battles we face in our own lives today?